I think of one of the most important things that we must think about as we think about love and the choice to be a loving person in the world is to recognize that love is not an emotion, love is a choice. You see, we have a lot of romantic notions about love in our society. We believe that love is an emotion. If I feel the emotion of love, that means that I'm a loving person. But in fact, love is not an emotion, love is a choice. At any moment of our lives, each and every moment, we can make a choice to love ourselves, a choice to be loving and kind to the people we say we love the most, and a choice to be loving in every encounter we have with others. And what I learned from those conversations with elders is when we make a choice to be love in every encounter, our life changes. I think of a 73-year-old man I met who has cancer. And there probably are no more visceral words in the world than when you would hear a physician say to you, "You have cancer." He's 73 years old and he has cancer, but he is a hospice sitter. And for those of you who don't know what hospice is a movement that began in a significant way about 50 years ago. And it basically helps people at the end of their life when we can no longer try to cure, but we can find a way to make those last few weeks or months of life meaningful and comfortable. And so this man at 73 years old, though he has cancer, goes and sits with other people who are dying of cancer. And he told me one day he was going to relieve a particular sitter to be with a man who has cancer that he'd never met before. And as he was relieving the sitter before him, the man said, "I have to warn you, when you go in to sit with this man, it's not a pleasant sight. He has cancer and the cancer has gone into his face. And it's, well, I can't describe it, but be prepared." He said, when I walked into the room, he said, and looked at the man's face, he says, I felt repulsed, I felt repelled. He said, and then I remembered that love is not an emotion, love is a choice. He said, and in that moment I decided to see that man in a loving way. I decided to see him with the eyes of love. He said, in an instant, his face was transformed, and I was no longer repulsed by it, and I could tell by the way the man moved his eyes that he recognized my choice in that moment to love him. And so, as we think about this third thing we must discover, the choice to love more, we must recognize that love is not an emotion, love is a choice. It's a choice available to each one of us at every moment of our lives. The choice first to love ourselves, the choice second to love those we say we love, and the third choice to be love, to be kindness in every interaction. So we want to explore today this idea. How do we love more? How do we become love in our lives, and in the process discover deeper meaning and deeper fulfillment in our lives?